Hello everyone, I'm TwoGunTerry back again to do an unboxing and review on my new Double Alpha Racemaster Alpha X competition holster with my STI insert. Alright, so let's open this thing up and see what we have inside. Oh baby. Let's see. Alright, we'll start with the user's manual. And on the back is a warning. Ooh, let's see what that says. Read the following instructions carefully before using this holster. Make sure that you have the correct holster model for your type of firearm. Do not use a holster that is unsuited to your firearm, as that could result in unreliable retention or release, which could lead to a fatal accident. There are more rules and warnings that you should follow, but yeah, that's enough for the purposes of this video. This is really just to show you that there is such a thing. So, let's get to it. Little packet of a couple of screws. And here's the actual holster itself. You'll see, I'm surprised. I didn't realize that this was made out of aluminum. This is all metal. This is all metal, aluminum, whatever it is. It looks like billet aluminum, actually. Much, much better than I thought it was going to be. Ooh, they give us a nice Allen key for doing some adjustments. Let's see, I'm not sure where it fits yet. We'll get to that. And actually, 1, 2, 3. Sol was nice enough to give us this wrench and 3 very nice Allen keys in various sizes. We'll check those out shortly. So that's everything that came in this box. Let's put this off to the side. Thank you, Double Alpha, for making a quality product. By the way, $225 for this. Another $180 or $165 for 3 magazine pouches. Another $65 for the belt. $20 for the add-on for the muzzle holder, the muzzle support. And another $20 for the thigh pad. The thigh pad and the muzzle support should just come with the darn thing for $225 already. You don't have to beat me out of $40 more, but whatever, you did, you win, good for you. Alright, so let's see. This is the insert. Let's see what it says. Holster Racemaster Magnetic Locking Block for STI SVI 2011 in black. Okay, so that's what that is. These do come in different colors. Blue, red, gold, silver. I don't know. I saw a bunch of different colors. I even saw purple, I believe. The most popular being black, and I went with black because it is a universal holster, and you can change these insert blocks to match your gun, whatever gun you have, and you can use this for the rest of your life. Just keep changing out these inserts as you change your guns. So that's kind of cool. In fact, I'm going to go back. I'm going to buy one for my Smith & Wesson because I do use that in some competitions. Still, it's an open gun as well. So it's nice to have the option to use the same holster for the 2 different guns. I don't have to buy new holsters every time. The insert blocks, I think, were $50 a piece. Not too terrible. That part's very, very reasonable. Okay, so next up I want to show you the components that make up the Alpha X holster. So according to their handy-dandy guide here, the first 2 parts I'm going to show you are the belt hanger, which is this assembly here, the entire piece here, and the belt hanger retention bars. These 2 bars here, you slide your belt through there obviously, and these come on and off. There's a couple of screws. Once I'm ready, they're a little loose right now, but I'll tighten them down real tight. You can put a spacer in here if you need to, if your belt is not as thick or not thick enough to fit through here, or for this to grab firmly, because that's the whole secret to this thing, is to keep it firm. That's why you want to get a competition belt, by the way. It has to be rigid, real rigid. So you will crank down on those screws when the time comes. Next up is the insert block assembly, which is this piece here. Basically, it's the whole part that's custom built for your gun, specifically built for your gun, and that's where the gun will sit in, just like that. You can see it right here. I'm actually using some new towel here as my my backdrop and to work on top of. Thank God my girlfriend doesn't know, because she just bought them couple days ago from Costco, and if she saw me using them to put in her mind a filthy gun on, she'd freak out. So this will just be our secret, just between us, all right, guys? Okay, so, oh, that's what this is for. I see now. So there's 2 screws here. Should I follow instructions or should I just do it the manly way? I'm going to do it the manly way. I know somebody else would have a scissor somewhere. Not me. So let's go ahead and put these in. That's that. And that's that. So really, that's all there was to putting it together. Just put your insert in, and it's the basics are in place. I see where this goes now. This goes in here, and this is your main adjustment right here. This is what gives you the swivel. So there's a hex key right there on the side, and you can see how the ball, it loosens up the ball, so you can wiggle it around all you want. So and so. So I'm going to go ahead and just, what it's doing is it's just squeezing, tightening the screw, squeezes this together onto the ball that's inserted inside it, and just locks it in place. Okay. Yeah, once you lock that in place, that's not moving. I will say this for Double Alpha, they have great, Saul Kirsch is a brilliant engineer, or he's hired a brilliant engineer or something, but that guy, he explains things so well. He has a great, what a logical mind. I just admire it. Being in the technology field myself, I'm an IT guy by trade. I just admire the way he teaches and how his videos flow. And how he's so precise and doesn't waste a lot of words getting there. Just great. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the instructions. Put this here, put this and this over here. Put this over here. These guys can go right here, just like this. Bring the holster in here, bring this big boy here, and you can come over here as well. Alright, so let's see what we have now. Congratulations on your new purchase of your new Alpha X holster. Ooh, we appreciate your choosing our product. Every effort has been made to ensure your full satisfaction, and we welcome your feedback. Contact us at such and such. The holster parts that are in here. Let's see, assembling your holster to shooting belt. The holster is designed for use on dedicated shooting belts, which are rigid and of solid construction. AA or Double Alpha competition belts or similar. Loosen or completely remove the 4 M4 round cap screws which hold the belt hanger retention bars in place. So he's referring to these guys right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what that is. It looks like the smallest one. I'm not going to do that right now, but yeah, it is the smallest of the 4 Allen wrenches. So I'm going to crank that back down because I'm going to use a regular belt. I don't have my shooting belt yet. It's coming. So let's stand up here. And for the ladies, dun 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 dun. Okay. Anyway, I'm a right-handed shooter, so I'm going to put it on the right side. This is not a shooting belt. This is just a regular old Levi's leather belt. But I'm going to crank on that sucker to hold it in place. Okay. I have never touched one of these holsters before. I've never seen one of them before in real life. So, my first time any type of race holster at all. I've used Blade Techs and other friction style holsters for competition. This is my first true competition holster. So let me go grab my gun and we'll see how this darn thing works. Just wanted to show you that it is empty. Nothing in the holster. Dry fire in a safe direction. I do have an empty magazine, which we'll leave out of the gun for right now. Alright, so I have the holster on. I haven't made any adjustments whatsoever yet. I just simply put it on my belt loop the way it came out of the box, basically, other than when you saw me unscrew it and screw it back in again. So it's pretty much exactly the way it was. The insert has been put in place. I'm going to take my pistol and just set it into the position and put the lock on. So there's a little lock in the back here that you flip up when you're ready to shoot, or if you draw, you can pull up and come out. If you lock it, you're not coming out. That's in there pretty good. That is not coming out. So the thigh pad that I purchased sits right back in, right down in here, and kind of holds the gun. It's a little support that holds the gun off your, straight up and down off your body, so that it's not twisting in on you all day. Truthfully, with a more rigid belt, I probably wouldn't need it, but I wasn't sure, and for 20 bucks, I just went ahead and got it. So but when that comes in next week, I'll put that on, and that'll take care of that. That gun will sit straight up and down. The other thing I purchased was an extension. It's just a rod that comes down with a little boot ledge that sits underneath the muzzle, and has a little pin that goes up inside the end of the muzzle here. So it just holds it in place between that and the lock. There's no way the gun's going to come out, just in case you bang into something, or when you're running and gunning and you get banged up. There's no chance of it coming out whatsoever. So I figured for that reason alone it was worth getting it. Plus I just wanted to have the extra support, but so that all the weight wasn't just on my trigger. But now that I see it in real life, you probably don't really need that. So unless, again, for the running and gunning part. If you don't run around and shoot USPSA or IPSC or any of those, then maybe you won't need it, but I opted to get it. For $20 after you invest $500 and something, what's another 20 bucks? Let's see what it feels like to draw. Alright, let's see. Shooter ready, stand by, beep. Nope, okay, hang on. Beep, gotta come down, lock it, pull it out. Or, I guess you can come up to the line, unlock it, it's staying, stand by, and there you go. There's literally no friction whatsoever. It didn't add anything to me shooting. I didn't feel it added anything time-wise. It was just it just comes right out. So I'm impressed. Let's see. Come down. Practice it for a while. I'm sure you can do it. No problem. Or once you get settled in, you get your sight picture, and you're done, you're ready to go. Then I would recommend, you're standing still, by the way, not going to move anymore until the buzzer goes. I would go ahead and unlock it, let it sit, bring your hands into position, whatever they might be, whatever they have you doing, and when you hear the buzzer, just come right up and go. It is a speed holster. I get it now. I get it. It'll be nice to have a rigid belt and the little thigh pad and everything else in place so that I can really get the gist of it. This is attached to your belt. The gun sits in here. There's a little bar in the middle here in the shaft, as you can see right here. And that shaft is attached to the holster and comes through with a ball right to here, and is clamped down on by the bracket here for the belt. So by loosening this Allen key right here, you can move to position any position you want. I'm probably going to put my gun in there and let it hang naturally, and once I like the way it feels, I'm going to lock it down. For another 15 bucks, I think it was, you can get a slightly longer shaft, which now that I see this, I think I would highly recommend. It'll move it another, I don't know, half-inch away from your body, but leave room for, in my case, my slide racker, which protrudes out the left side of my gun, but into my body. So when I'm here, you can kind of see how close it is. It's really not in the way, honestly. Well, we'll see. We'll practice for a little while, just the way it is. And if I want it, I'll go ahead and get the other piece. And occasionally, if you pull the gun out and this stays in the down position somehow, which I don't know, maybe it does, then at least you have a means of getting it back into the proper position and keep going with the gun. It must have happened a couple of times, else they wouldn't have gone through all the trouble to put that in there. So just so you know that's there. Here's the little locking mechanism, which doesn't do anything unless that's down. Okay, I see. Let me see if I can show this to you. It's going to be tough to see. What it does is it prevents this from sliding up and down. So once the gun's in, your lock is on, it can't come out. It's locked in through your trigger guard. tomorrow I'm shooting in a competition, so I'll bring this out on the range and we'll see how she runs. In fact, I bought this specifically for tomorrow's competition. And even though it's kind of on the pricey side, it is extremely well made. And this I'll have for the rest of my life and use for all my different guns. So maybe this wasn't such a bad investment after all. Thank you very much for making this for us. If you like what you see, please click on like and please subscribe to my channel. I specialize in steel challenge shooting, and I'm starting to dabble in USPSA shooting. But steel challenge, you want to learn about steel challenge? Go check out the rest of my videos. We're going through each stage one by one and going through the thought process on how what we think about a stage when we're there. Indexing where to stand, the cadence, the speed, the buzzer, where to point the gun when you're aiming it to start, low ready position if you're shooting rim fire, surrender position if you're shooting all the other calibers, center fire. So if you like Steel Challenge, you'll like my channel, I promise. I'm an enthusiastic shooter. This was just a little unboxing video I wanted to put together just to show my friends and viewers some of the nice products that are available out there for competitive shooters. So with that in mind, thank you very much, guys. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time here on TwoGunTerry and Friends. Bye now.